welcome to this broadcast of Varsity Volleyball on NKTelco Sports. We're at New Bremen at the Nest, where the Cardinals will take on the St. Henry Redskins. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Speedway Lanes, and NKTelco. Again, welcome to New Bremen High School. My name is Greg Burning. My partner, Brandon Koveman. And Brandon, we get set up for a good MAC matchup here tonight. First, let's talk about the visitors coming in tonight with an 8-3 record, the St. Henry Redskins.
Thanks, Greg. And when you always talk about a MAC matchup, you know you're getting a good one here. And this is here between two traditional MAC powers. First, looking at the St. Henry Redskins, Patricia Rosenbeck's squad, 8-3 on the season, 2-2 in the MAC. With 2 losses in the MAC, it's tough to even try to get a share of that title, but you're still somewhat in the hunt. Big test for them here tonight. We're talking to Coach Patricia Rosenbeck. Their team's a little inexperienced, but they're getting better every match. They're a team that were a state runner-up last year, returning some key players such as Lydia Whirling at setter. Their lead kill getter, Chloe Gels, is back. They also get Mia Niekamp, who tore her ACL last year as a junior, didn't play the whole season, comes back as a senior this year, has over 100 kills on the season. And St. Henry in a very good spot. All 3 of their losses have been to MAC opponents this year.
On the other side of the court, the home team, the New Bremen Cardinals, coming in with an 11-1 record, losing their first match of the season just a couple nights ago.
Yeah, and New Bremen are saying they're coming off a loss. You don't say that very often. The big thing is, for this team, it's a mixture of veterans, a mixture of a lot of young players, really, to be honest. This is a very young, compared to the teams Diana Kramer has had, it's a younger squad. The thing in sports is it's 10% what happens to you, 90% how do you respond, and that's what the Cardinals are going to try to figure out here tonight. How do they respond to adversity? Because they know they lost to a very good Marion team. Marion's a very good team, but how do you respond from that? Because if you want to get out the districts and you want to win a state title like New Bremen does, you've got to beat those good teams like that, and we know they can. But it's how do you respond from that loss? And you got another stiff test here tonight. It's a hard week, and they got Fort Laramie on Saturday, so this schedule is just brutal.
Should be a very good one here tonight from New Bremen. We will take about a 1.5-minute break, have the national anthem, and then we'll come back with the starting lineups and our opening serve. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to New Bremen as we get our starting lineups. First, for the visiting St. Henry Redskins, these starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. The Redskins coached by Tricia Rosenbeck and come in with an 8-3 record on the year. Starting lineups now for the Redskins. Number 1, junior Chloe Gels. Number 3, freshman Morgan Boimer. Number 5, sophomore Ellie Fullenkamp. Number 6, senior Mia Niekamp. Number 7, junior Lydia Whirling. Number 12, senior Maya Antrop. And the libero, sophomore, number 0, Raya Busher. Now As the PA announcer, Scott Fry, gets things set here for the home team, the New Bremen Cardinals. As we mentioned earlier, they suffered their first loss of the season earlier this week to Marion Local. It was a matchup of number 1 and number 2, respectively, in the state. And they are coached by Diana Kramer. And now the starting lineup for the home team, New Bremen Cardinals. Number 1, the sophomore setter, Melina Schrader. Number 2, junior, Amelia Danmeyer. Number 3, junior, Olivia Danmeyer. Number 4, junior, Olivia Heitkamp. Number 6, senior, Rihanna Paul. Number 8, senior, Megan Reinhart. And the Cardinal libero, number 0, senior, Abby Powers. Before we get set for our opening serve, let's talk about our keys to the game.
Thanks, Greg. And first, looking off for the St. Henry Redskins, they want to serve aggressively and get New Bremen out of system, which is obviously something New Bremen does a lot of the times themselves, is serve aggressively. They want to serve, receive, and have side outs consistently to minimize the New Bremen runs. They need to eliminate the bad errors, the bad mistakes that a good fundamental team like New Bremen will capitalize on. And for the New Bremen Cardinals, they need to serve, receive better than the opponent. They need to control nerves. They had some big leads in those sets against Marion that they just lost and kind of crumbled, which happens sometimes in volleyball. They just need to relax and have fun. Coach Kramer always talks about that. You hear the music going on between sets. I always talk about it when I do New Bremen games. But they're always, strumming like a air guitar or whatever. They look like they're not even playing volleyball. They look like they're out on the playground half the time having fun. And that's always a key Diana Kramer hits on. And, they do that really well.
Thanks, Brandon. As we see our down official checking through the rotations, looks like we're good to go for the New Bremen side, as he's going to verify set up on the St. Henry end as number 0, Abby Powers, the libero, checks in for New Bremen. And on the flip side, number 0 for St. Henry, Raya Busher, checks in. So it looks like we're good to start our action here tonight. Chloe Gell will start us off for St. Henry. This should be a lot of fun, Brandon, and here we go. First one popped right over at Heitkamp, and that goes into the net.
Yeah, and you said they want to control nerves early and to come out with a hitting error. Kind of a tough start there.
Gels will get the ace to start the match. And Gels will set back again. Goes right back at Heitkamp again. Great pass to Schrader. Far side over to Rihanna Paul. Picked up in the back row by Busher. And there's the back row shot from Gels. Going across on 2 is Schrader. She was a hitter last year, so a very comfortable spot for her. Pushed back on the Bremen side. Here is Rihanna Paul again, shot number 2. Nice dig in the back row. Have a feeling we're going to have a lot of long rallies here tonight, as that one's dinked in by number 6, Mia Niekamp, for her first kill.
And right away, St. Henry goes to their 2 main cogs, Gels and Niekamp, both over 100 kills this year. Like you said, Greg, scrappy defense all night long here.
Gell's serve is going to float out of bounds. And that will send the setter, Melina Schrader, back to serve for New Bremen. Trailing 2-1 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Good pass up front to Niekamp. She'll pop it back to the back row line to Gels, but that one will go halfway up the net and stay on the St. Henry side, so we're all even at 2.
And Gels kind of became comfortable last year being that main hitter with Niekamp out. She was getting most of the kills on that team that did finish state runner-up, so it's an ace for Bremen.
Quick response from the Cardinals. They get 2 back-to-back points and now are on top 3-2. As Schrader records her first ace of the night. She'll hit this one short, picked up nicely by Gels. Back set over to Niekamp, and Niekamp will knock it through for the kill.
Now 2 for the senior. Last year, she called service zones last year during that tournament run for Coach Tricia Rosenbeck. And an interesting thing here, both these guys, St. Henry alumni, is on each side. Diana Kramer, former St. Henry coach as well, won a state title there back, I believe, in 2011.
Ontrop checking in for the serve. Go over to far side. Highcamp, her first touch. And there is number 12, Maya Ontrop, with the termination block and the point. So St. Henry aggressive at the net here early. And now have a 1-point lead, 4-3. Danmeyer mishits, tracked down by Powers, and free ball across by Danmeyer. Back on St. Henry's side. Quick set at the net to Ontrop. Dug out by Schrader, popped up to Highcamp. Highcamp with the tough angle, able to knock that in the gap for her first kill.
Like I said, Highcamp is averaging about 4 to 5 kills a set, and that's a lot. And you know, they sent, I know the other night against Marion, they sent a lot of blockers her way to try to slow her down.
Brianna Paul, good serve, returned straight back to the New Bremen side, go right back to Highcamp, and another good block there, and it's Ontrop again, assisted by Mia Niekamp. And the senior number 12 proving so far at least that she can block up at the net. That's 2 of them for Ontrop.
Yeah, I'm sure St. Henry watched a lot of new Marion film on how they contained Highcamp a little bit the other night and are implementing those same strategies.
Reinhardt pushes it across, then Niekamp with a mishandle shot there. Kind of what you talked about in the pregame. You don't want to give up free ones there. That ball was not hit extremely hard, but just enough in there for Megan Reinhardt to get the kill. It's all even at 5 now here, first set. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Koverman. Steeniger in the serve, has a laser across the line. Nice pickup by St. Henry, and a strong shot by Niekamp is in for the kill.
And that's a huge kill out that left front early. You get Steiniger in there to serve. She has been a menace there on the back line serving, getting a lot of aces this year, and now New Bremen's going to be out of that rotation here soon.
Niekamp back to serve. Short serve goes into the net, and we're tied up once again now at 6-all.
You just have a feeling, sometimes you get a feeling in high school volleyball that's going to be a good game. Through these first 12 points, you just have that feeling right now, and it's shaping up to be that way.
Highcamp, good serve. Howard right at the net, saving it back off nicely, and setting up number 13, Lizzie Schneider, for the kill. A nice dig by the libero. That was right into the net. She's able to grab it and pull it back for her teammate.
Yeah, that's all Lydia Whirling, an experienced setter on last year's team, and Whirling just a junior.
Schrader backs at the 10-foot line to Highcamp, and a great dig there by Whirling to keep it in play. Back on the New Bremen side, Schrader. Far side to Reinhardt through the block. Diggs nicely pulled out by Fullenkamp. And back on the attack is Gels. So some good defense there, leads the offense for St. Henry.
Oh, yeah, exactly right there, Greg. Scrappy St. Henry defense, and Gels, it's a nice cross-court shot right there. 8-6, Redskins.
Busher with the serve. Far side back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt down the line and in. Tough angle. Saw the double block coming. That's a tough shot because a lot of players will cut it too far and pull it inside that line over there. And she's able to keep it straight right down the line for the point.
And Reinhardt, she's grown up a lot over the course of this year. She has improved a lot, and she's been a nice player for the Cardinals.
This one pushed up and over by St. Henry. Back on the Bremen side. Schrader, she'll pop it up to Paul. Paul will go cross court and out of bounds.
And again, you talk about that cross-court shot being a tough angle right there, and that's what happens often a lot of the times is it does sail wide. It's a tough shot to master.
9-7, St. Henry. Highcamp with the dig. New Bremen pops it up to Rihanna Paul. Picked up in the back row there by Mangan. And powered across by Gels for the kill.
Gels now with 3. It's going to be the Gels and Niekamp show. You can take by looking at really the stats. It's those two that do a lot of the hitting and get a lot of the attempts. Only Snyder's the other one to have over 100 hit attempts so far this year. Over 100 kill attempts, I should say.
Borman with the short serve is going to get back on the St. Henry side. Steininger able to grab it, and Schrader going over on 2. They go back to the back row on the St. Henry side. Borman's shot goes long out of bounds. So good defense there by New Bremen, able to convert that point back.
I think St. Henry thought they were going to catch him napping at the net. They're going to be able to tuck that ball in the back corner. And now Danmeyer, a good server.
10-8 on our first National Bank scoreboard in favor of St. Henry here at New Bremen. Danmeyer, strong serve, as Brandon mentioned. This one popped up down the middle, blocked by Reinhardt. And a nice dig in the back row. Here comes Gels, pushes it deep. Good save, Heitkamp. And there again is Schrader. And that one's called in.
Coach Tricia Rosenbeck not happy about that. She had the best view of probably
I was
anyone
say,
in the
it was
gym.
right in front of her. She didn't say a whole lot, but it.
Who had the kill there, Schrader?
Schrader, yes.
Yep, okay, that's what I thought.
So 10-9, now here comes St. Henry. Gels again. Gels shot goes deep. Back-to-back serving points by New Bremen, and we are now tied at 10.
And guess what? That momentum from what could have been 11-8 is now suckered back on the Bremen side. Now St. Henry's got to respond here. Don't worry about that point. Get back to playing scrappy defense of your Coach Rosenbeck's squad.
Well, you mentioned it before. That is definitely how volleyball works. As that ball tipped by Danmeyer into the net. It's definitely a game of momentum and maybe a short memory.
Yeah.
Because a lot of little mistakes can really compile in your mind quickly. So here's Gels with a 1-point lead as that one's whirling out of bounds. And we are tied once again, 11-all. Schrader back to serve for New Bremen. Nice popped up there by St. Henry, and a strong shot by Folenkamp, but just long enough. I should say a little too long. It goes out of bounds. So point New Bremen. They now lead 12-11. It might be the first lead for New Bremen here in this first set. This one popped over to Niekamp. Schrader tracks it down. Powers pops up to Heitkamp. Heitkamp, bad angle on that one, and fires it into the net.
Bad angle. She saw the double block, too, right outside the pole, so she had to kind of pull her shot a little bit. Didn't like the angle, and I think some teams are trying to take what the Marion approach was to Olivia Heitkamp, and Heitkamp's got to adjust to it.
Strong serve here, picked up at the net. Far side over to Heitkamp. She adjusted pretty good there.
I was going to say.
And she just said, I'm going to swing harder, and she gets the kill. And our Cardinals are back on top 13-12 on our first National Bank scoreboard.
And that's what good players do. You know, you're not going to shut them down, but you got to try your best to at least contain them and not make them go off. You know, she had 29 kills against Coldwater. St. Henry's going to make sure that doesn't happen to them tonight.
Long run there by Whirling. Tracks that one down for her teammate, Mia Niekamp, with the kill.
Niekamp now tied with Gels for 4 kills.
13-all. If you're just joining us, we're set number 1 here from New Bremen. New Bremen Cardinals taking on the visiting St. Henry Redskins. And back to serve, I believe that is Whirling for St. Henry. Schrader, far side over to Heitkamp. Double block, nice dig there by Schrader. Bremen looking to keep it alive, give it over on 3. Back on the St. Henry side, Whirling, quick set. This time setting up for attackers. Far side, though, here is Reinhardt, and Reinhardt able to make work with a bump set there from New Bremen. Gets the kill.
Reinhardt doesn't have the hardest shot, but she's smart in where she positions it. She caught Lydia Whirling on skates there and put that ball on the ground.
Steininger back in for New Bremen. Set up the serve. Also along with her is Mary Rindler, number 14 in the front. Here's a shot from the 10-foot line by Gels. You talked about placing a ball.
Boy. And, yeah, tucked it in that back corner. They were out of system, too. But right behind that 10-foot line, Gels is such a good hitter. She come in, she's having a nice season with 123 kills on the season coming into tonight.
Mia Niekamp, I believe that's back-to-back serves for her into the net. Gives the lead back to New Bremen at 15-14.
And she doesn't, with that knee brace on and everything, kind of seems like it weighs her down a little bit. She can't probably get the best jump that she wants off the serve line.
Heitkamp serve picked up in the back row by Manjin. Far side blocked, powered through for the kill. Number 13, Lizzie Schneider.
The only other Redskin without a kill besides Gels and Niekamp.
Raya Busher back to serve. Steininger with the dig. Schrader far side. Reinhardt tips across the double block and gets the kill right on cue, Brandon. You said how she's a smart hitter. Made that one look easy, just laid it over the blocker.
Crafty, 4 kills for her. She got pulled out for the libero in the starting lineup, and she's the lead kill getter right now for New Bremen. Nice job by the senior.
Busher tracks it down. Quick set up front, blocked by Rendler. Back on the New Bremen side. Schrader will go on 2, blocked back over this time by St. Henry. The running one-hander popped across. So back and forth we go. This time popped up to Gels. Gels, tough angle. And right there blocking Melina Schrader. And with her, number 14, Mary Rendler. Rendler, probably the best blocker on the New Bremen squad. And she is a freshman, but does a great job with her length in that front row.
Yeah, and a nice job. They could tell where the set was going out the left front, so a lot of time for the Cardinals to read it. Nice defense by the Crimson and Gold.
New Bremen up 17-15. Gels looking to respond. Strong shot. Comes across to her side, and she tips it across for the kill.
And sometimes there's a great dig. Sometimes it's just that overpass happening, and Gels in the right position. 6 kills for her.
Yeah, a little bit farther than you want to pass it. Obviously, you don't want to give it to the other team. Gels makes quick work of it and brings her Redskins back to within 1. Schrader pops this up to Heitkamp. Tough angle. That one goes out of bounds. So little miss hit there as it's set, and we're all even again at 17.
Just not a great set there for Heitkamp. She had to come a long way to adjust to that ball. And, obviously that goes against your serve percentage, or your hitting percentage. But that's there's an ace by St. Henry.
Morgan Boimer with the ace, the freshman. And St. Henry regains the lead now at 18-17. Boimer back again. Strong serve. That one will float out of bounds. So she'll get an ace on one and then give it back on the next.
And that's
We've been tied a lot in this first set.
That's one thing that, Coach Rosenbeck talked about as being young and experienced. He had some players that played in that state game last year, but you also have some freshmen that don't have much experience in high-intensity games like this. This is a tournament atmosphere.
Dan Meyer serve, long and out of bounds. 19-18 on our first National Bank scoreboard in favor of St. Henry. Coming right down to the wire here in our first set. Gels back to serve. Powers pushes it up to Schrader. Far side over to Rihanna Paul. Across the net and down. So favorable action there for Paul across the net.
Paul's one of those seniors. Hadn't caught her name much in the first set at all, and she's one of the top kill getters for the Cardinals, and she gets one right there with a favorable tip of the tape.
Schrader back to serve. And a mishandle there. See if Gels can track it down. She does. Great play by the St. Henry D. Powers, Schrader back set to Heitkamp, and that's too long. So missed opportunity there from New Bremen. And some good defense from St. Henry.
You want to figure sometimes that plays in Heitkamp's head. She's sitting on the left front. It's one of her best spots, that any hitter's going to hit out of. With the way she's sending the block, does that mess with your head mentally? You got to ask yourself that. If you're thinking about where I got to place that ball down at now.
Schrader, far side to Heitkamp. She gets through that block and gets the kill.
That's out of the right front, excuse me. One of her better spots, but she goes on the left front, and she's had no problem hitting out of there. It's been that right front where she's had difficulty hitting out of here so far in set 1. Now it's just the question to make the adjustments.
All knotted up at 20. Rihanna Paul back to serve for New Bremen. Nice pass up front from Gels, whirling over to Mia Niekamp. And textbook right there for St. Henry.
5 kills now for Niekamp. She's only in for a limited time, so St. Henry's going to go to her when she can. She's unlike Gels, she doesn't play all around.
21-20. St. Henry with the serve and a 1-point lead. Mishandle, nice save by Schrader. Pops up enough to Reinhardt. And Busher trying to save it. And nice dig back there from Niekamp.
Yep.
As I said, it looked like it was probably a lift, and it was. So a great effort there by Mia Niekamp. But not enough there as the point will go to New Bremen. We're even at 21.
I was going to say, Coach Kramer's looking at that ball up in the air, and I had to agree with her. I was like, I think she kind of pushed that. And she did.
Steininger back in. Great first set here if you're just joining us at New Bremen. 21 apiece. A mishandle there, and Steininger will drop in a rare ace here in this first set for either team. They've been tough to come by, and that will lead to a timeout. We'll take a quick precision strip timeout as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service, and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to New Bremen. We got a great start here tonight. New Bremen Cardinals, St. Henry Redskins here from New Bremen High School. Cardinals on top 22-21 with the serve. Here is Steiniger with her serve off the timeout. Nice pickup. Here's Niekamp. Shot blocked at the net by Rindler. Talked about it before. She does a good job for New Bremen at the net. Schrader far side to Reinhardt. High set. Picked up St. Henry. Mishandled here, but tossed back to Gels at 10-foot line. Steiniger, nice dig. Schrader goes across on 2. Gels able to track it down. Back set this time to number 13, Ontrop. And she's had some, I'm sorry, that's Lizzie Schneider. My mistake. So Snyder's had some big shots here in this first set.
That was a bullet, her third kill. I like that timeout by Coach Rosenbeck. Steiniger, a really good server, tried to get New Bremen out of system when they took a 1-point lead.
Niekamp with a serve. Her first 2 has went in the net, so she's able to get that one over. They go back to Highcamp, through the block and down. And Brandon, you mentioned it. That's been the side that, I don't know if it's just tonight or what, but you could definitely tell a little hesitation on Olivia Highcamp's part on that side. None there. She powers that one right through, and New Bremen with a 1-point lead at 23-22.
And if that starts opening, watch the slide play with April Baker right there. That could work too for New Bremen.
And that one powered home by Gell. So again, we are tied 23 all. That rally scoring here, so you have to win by 2. First to 25, but you have to be up by 2 at that time. Here's Busher's serve. Steiniger with the dig. Schrader, back set to Rindler, and Rindler able to power through. Heads up play there by Olivia Highcamp. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was Rindler there. Sorry, I mixed up with Baker. But a big kill for the freshman, making it set point. There's a ball that went on the floor there.
Yeah.
That was kind of a scary moment. That's why I kind of held my breath.
Yeah, and I think Highcamp was the one that saw it, pushed it out of the way. And St. Henry going to take another timeout as they trail 24-23. Like I remind everyone, the NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school volleyball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. This match will be replayed twice, Monday, October 10th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, October 15th at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our additional sponsors for tonight's action too: Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Fuelsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank. 24-23, New Bremen up by 1 here in this first set with the libero, number 0, Abby Powers, back to serve. So big serve here out of the timeout. You know, New Bremen, they never shy away from serving. They will be aggressive at every point. So Powers here to go. Strong serve, miss hit. Busher there to get it, but that's going to leave a free ball over. So opportunity, New Bremen. Powers, Schrader, far side, Brianna Paul, and she pushes it deep. So another dodged bullet there for St. Henry as New Bremen set that one up 100%.
I think she just met the ball at the point of attack a little too high, and that's why she sailed it long. If that ball waits for about another half second, I think she's got the kill and the win. 24 all. St. Henry now to serve and give it right back as the Boimer serve sails out of bounds. So another set opportunity here for New Bremen as junior number 2, Amelia Danmeyer, checks in. Number 3, your sister, Olivia Danmeyer, in the game as well.
Strong serve by Amelia. Picked up by Whirling, passes over to Gels. Gels, good shot through the block for the kill.
And you're going to go to when you're in a situation like that and Gels is in the left front, you have to know if you're New Bremen, you got to send a couple blockers to the net right there. But Gels sometimes, she's just very smooth. 8 kills in set 1.
That'll send Gels back to the serving line. 25 all. Far side over to Rihanna Paul, and Paul able to answer for New Bremen. And now back to another 1-point advantage for the Cardinals.
2 kills for her now, sorry.
You're good. Melina Schrader back to serve, 26-25 New Bremen. First set. Schrader's serve picked up nicely by Gels, popped over to Niekamp. Niekamp cross court, nice dig. Amelia Danmar pop it up over to Rihanna Paul. Dumps across St. Henry's side. Whirling, pops it up to Niekamp once again. Cross court shot, and a great attempt there by Powers, not enough. Mia Niekamp with another kill.
And that's where they're going, that left front. So I think New Bremen's going to adjust and send a couple more blockers here in the next couple sets as well. They've really liked that spot here tonight with Niekamp and Gels. They have a lot of kills, 15 combined between them in set 1.
Fulenkamp with the serve. Cardinal side, Highkamp far side. Smashes that one right back to Fulenkamp for the kill.
5 now for Highkamp. This is what, the 3rd or 4th opportunity Bremen has to close it out. Let's see if they can do it here. And I apologize, 14 kills between Niekamp and Gels so far here in set 1.
27-26 on our first National Bank scoreboard as Paul pushes that one into the net, and we're tied once again, 27 all.
Good stuff.
That'll bring junior Lydia Whirling, number 7, back to serve for St. Henry. And a great first set here to start things off from New Bremen tonight. Reinhardt, Schrader, far side back to Highkamp, up against the block, digs it out, but it goes back over St. Henry's side. Whirling with the set, pops it up to Niekamp. Great save by Abby Powers and pushed across back on the St. Henry side. Busher pops this one up, 10-foot line to Gels, blocked at the net by Highkamp. Pushed over by Ontrop. Now New Bremen with an opportunity, goes deep, and Gels able to track it down. Some great volleys going back and forth here. Schrader pops it up, Highkamp through the block, again saved. Popped up again, Highkamp again, dumps it this time. Oh my, back and forth we go, and another amazing serve, or save, I'm sorry. New Bremen, Schrader, back to Highkamp, blocks and down. What a point.
Why did someone have to lose that point, Greg?
Welcome to MAC Volleyball, folks. That was its finest right there. Both these teams battling, unwilling to give up that point. And New Bremen finally taking it, and again with another set point at 28-27. Back to serve is Steiniger. Her serve handled, popped up to Gels. Gels across, saved by Schrader. Steiniger pops it up to Highkamp. Highkamp tried to dump it across, blocked at the net. Pop it back to Highkamp again, full swing. Busher with the save. And that one powered through. St. Henry keeps answering. Number 12, Maya Ontrop with the kill.
And that's what New Bremen's 5th time to try to put it away. What resiliency by both teams here. And this is shaping up to be a classic here tonight.
Woo. That will bring Mia Niekamp back to serve. 28 all on our first National Bank scoreboard. Highkamp, tough to handle. Run down, but miscommunicated. And the point will drop for St. Henry in their first set point here in this first set as they now lead 29-28.
St. Henry's been in the back seat all game. Now they're in the driver's seat with set point here.
Mia Niekamp again to serve. Picked up by Powers. Schrader, New Bremen looking to answer. Highkamp blocked at the net, gets a hand on it, and pushed across by Schrader. Back on the St. Henry side, looking to attack. Gels, strong shot. Powers with the dig. Nobody there, and that is how set number 1 will be finished. St. Henry 30, New Bremen 28. We'll take a short break and be back with set number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to New Bremen High School. Set number 1 in the books. The visiting team, St. Henry Redskins, take a big win and an epic game, winning the first one 30-28.
And, that was a great first set, both teams. St. Henry ultimately comes out on top, being scrappy, and I think Schrader over the line to start. St. Henry just scrappy, fought like four or five set points off. They earned that win. Cardinals played great as well. You hate to see someone lose, but it's like I told you, Greg, when it was tied 6-6, I said, I have a feeling we're in for a great game tonight. Buckle up, we might be in for 5 games maybe too.
So St. Henry off to the 1-0 start off of that. Highcamp shot floats out of bounds, so an early 2-0 lead on our First National Bank scoreboard for the visiting St. Henry Redskins.
Olivia Danmeyer also in to start. A little bit of a rotation change for Coach Diana Kramer, trying to fix something.
That is Danmeyer tipping it across. Nice save there from Boimer, and pushed across on the New Bremen side. Schrader, quick set to Danmeyer, and Danmeyer will get the point. I believe got a Redskin in the net, number 7, so that'll be Whirling.
And it's very nitpicky, but this has been a struggle for New Bremen. They've lost a game, they've lost a set. They're trying to find someone now to spark a fire on this team. That's what Olivia Danmeyer is trying to do.
That shot pushed across by number 5, Ellie Fullenkamp, the sophomore, with the kill. And St. Henry is now up 3-1 here, just underway in our second set. For just joining us, my name is Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Coverman here from New Bremen High School. St. Henry won the first set. We're just underway with set 2. And then coming into your living room, Olivia Highcamp with the kill.
And she had 6 of them in set 1, now her 7th of the match, hitting very well out that left front. Does a nice job. Now you bring Mary Rindler in the front row. You put Highcamp in the right front position. Watch that slide play. Rindler runs that very effectively for the Cardinals.
Steininger back to serve for New Bremen. Good serve. It was going to go across and out of bounds, and Steininger again can sneak one in there for an ace. He's a very crafty server for New Bremen. And we're all tied up at 3. We had a lot of ties in that first set. I didn't get a chance to count them all. There was probably 15 of them. It was neck and neck the whole way. And that one pushed across by Niekamp. Steininger pops it up to Highcamp on the right, and it's a cross-court shot down for the kill.
Miscommunication on the St. Henry back line. Who had that ball there? Defense was so tip-top perfect shape that first set. Rare miscommunication there.
Back-to-back points, Steininger. She'll serve again for New Bremen. Goes right to Busher. Whirling able to track it down and free balled across to New Bremen. Right up to the front to Schrader. Quick set to Rindler, blocked at the net. New Bremen back set now to Highcamp. Down the line, dug up by Busher. Whirling again with the dig. Both these teams doing an excellent job tracking down balls and getting back into their offense. And a tip across there, a little out of rhythm. Maya Onchab with the kill.
I was waiting to kind of see. You haven't really saw St. Henry go on 2 yet, hit over on the Cardinal side or take a little something off it, and they did right there. Whirling back into serve now as we said, St. Henry runs a 5-1 offense, exactly like the Cardinals.
Whirling serve catches the top of the net. Schrader back set to Highcamp. Blocked at the net by Niekamp and Onchop.
And like I said, they're sending 2 blockers every time Highcamp hits out that left front. They're able to send 2 blockers there, and they get the termination block for a point there.
Whirling getting back to serve for St. Henry with a 1-point edge. Steininger runs up on the short serve, pop it up far side to Reinhardt. Cross court picked up by Busher. Dumped across, blocked. Mary Rindler, mentioned it earlier. She has quite a bit of length and does a nice job blocking, gets the point there for New Bremen.
kind of maybe trying to develop her into what Kaylee Friend was for this team the past few years, and she does a nice job. She's got a great leaping ability.
The pass there from Gels, bumped across. Reinhardt with the save, back set to Highcamp, dumps it. Busher able to get there, nice dig. Gels bumps it across. Highcamp with the dig. Schrader far side to Reinhardt and across court for the kill. All the St. Henry defense could do is sit and watch on that one. A well-placed shot by Megan Reinhardt.
Just a crafty hitter. 5 kills for her now after 4 in set 1.
6'5" New Bremen, and that one's right on the line. Olivia Highcamp, ace.
Boy, nice location, and with the scrappy defense that's been played here tonight, we haven't seen as many aces as you usually do in a lot of high school volleyball games.
Short serve by Highcamp, picked up by Ontrop, passed over to Niekamp cross court. Abby Powers gets a hand on it, but not enough. Nia Niekamp with another kill. 7-6 New Bremen.
Abby Powers is going to be one of the few liberos that gets even a hand on that anyway. That was a nice shot from Niekamp.
Niekamp now back to serve. Steininger pops it up. Powers, far side over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt across the block, gets it just enough for the kill.
Hey, Reinhardt's just having a good time out there tonight. 6 kills now for Megan as Brianna Paul back in.
And on the St. Henry side, number 5 checks in, Ellie Fullenkamp. I believe that's Fullenkamp in the back. This is Powers to serve. Picked up by Gels. Popped up to Ontrop. Schrader able to track it down. Steininger back sets over to Brianna Paul. Too much on that one, it goes out of bounds.
Oh, they're going to give her the tip. They're going to say a tip at the net.
And we're going to get the tip call, as Brandon mentioned. So Bremen with their biggest lead here in set number 2 at 9-6.
It was a close call. I could see it going either way.
Powers back again to serve. Gets it right up into Gels, and it drops for an ace.
And it wasn't the cleanest hit ball, but a miscommunication by Gels there.
That's that one where you're like, you think you're far enough back, and all of a sudden you look up and the ball's, all the way up into your body, and you can't back up quick enough. Ball's coming right back to Gels here. She powers it down, trying to track it down, but New Bremen not enough room, so Gels will get the kill. 10-7 now on our First National Bank scoreboard, New Bremen.
She's in double digits for kills. Now if you're St. Henry, you need a little bit of a burst here. Trailing by 4 is a big deficit in a game like this. They were trailing by 4.
Busher serve mishandled. Highcamp, though, able to track it down and free ball it across. St. Henry looking to set up a quick offense. They do, blocked at the net by Rindler and Schrader. Back on the St. Henry side. Gels will go and power it through for the kill.
Boy, and Whirling made a nice play there, too, to kind of have a one-handed bump to help set up Gels. And this Whirling, when she was a sophomore last year on this team, on the state team as a setter, did a nice job, and she's playing great again tonight.
Busher short serve. Bremen struggles with it, just does get it across, but get a good placement. Schrader now on 2, great save. Busher, back and forth we go. Neither offense really in rhythm. Maybe here, Brianna Paul picked up in the back row. Back over to Gels, tips it at the net. Schrader back to Paul, tips it as well, and it's blocked down on the New Bremen side by number 13, Lizzie Snyder.
I don't think it ever made it across.
Timeout taken by New Bremen, 10-9. New Bremen on top. We will take a precision strip timeout. Be back in just a moment. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to New Bremen High School. Second set action here from New Bremen. St. Henry Redskins won the first one 30-28. New Bremen's on top 10-9 as Melina Schrader pushes that across on 2 to give New Bremen a 2-point advantage at 11-9.
Nice job to mix that up out of the timeout. We want to also mention St. Henry won their 1,000th game in program history the other night against the New Knoxville Rangers. 1,000 wins in program history, pretty incredible. St. Henry as a blue blood in volleyball.
And Amelia Danmeyer gets another ace, drops that one in the back line. And New Bremen's lead back at 3 at 12-9. Danmeyer trying to hit that location again, and she just drops the ball on that one and lays that one in quickly and leads to another St. Henry timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Speedway Lanes, and NKTelco. Also like to thank our Keys of the Game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza, our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First, our starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Climate Technologies, our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip, our New Bremen Live View sponsor, Speedway Lanes, and our player of the game sponsor, NKTelco. And Brandon and I will name that player of the game at the conclusion of this game. So big part here in this second set. And the reason I'm sure Coach Rosenbeck took timeout, down by 4. New Bremen's up 13-9.
Yeah, and the Cardinals doing real good serving, getting St. Henry out of system here. They seem a little more relaxed now going into this set. They seem a little more confident here, making some adjustments from set 1. They should have probably won set 1. They were in a lot of positions too. 5 times, couldn't close it out.
Danmeyer back-to-back aces. And the lead quickly swells to 5 at 14-9.
Coach Rosenbeck was looking for someone to, Kramer's looking for someone to step up, and it's been Amelia Danmeyer.
Danmeyer again to serve another nice one, and it's an ace as well.
And she's playing well now. She's got this team on a roll.
Picking her spots. And New Bremen now with a 6-point lead at 15-9. Danmeyer short on this one. Busher able to handle it. Pop it up and in the net. And again, that's what happens when you get some good serving going. Even though that was a short serve, it really took St. Henry out of rhythm. And the point goes again to New Bremen and Amelia Danmeyer serving. Now up by 7, 16-9. That one picked up, popped over to Gels. Danmeyer with the save. And free ball across by Powers. Picked in the back row. Pushed across again by Gels. Schrader pops this one up to Highcamp from the 10-foot line. And an excellent shot. And the rhythm all going New Bremen's way right now.
And this is the rotation New Bremen wants to take advantage of. Niekamp out of the game right now. Not in. And it's got to find some other option than Chloe Gels to get the ball to.
Danmeyer continues the strong serving. Busher able to track it down, but it'll be free ball. New Bremen with another good opportunity. Schrader, far side to Rihanna Paul. Good block up front by Schneider. Here is Gels. Cross-court shot in, right on the line. Ooh. By Mia Niekamp.
I thought it was out, but she had the best view of it, so we'll
it looked like it landed. It looked like it landed real close to the line. It's hard to tell, obviously, where we're at. Either way, point goes St. Henry. They are down 7. Good save there by Schrader to Paul back on the St. Henry side. As that one's pushed across and deflected at the net. So Boymer will get the kill off the quick deflection. That's an odd shot. Usually you don't see a deflected ball like squirt clear to the back. And good shot there by Boymer, and the St. Henry attack getting back into this one at 17-11. Schrader looking to answer. Here's Paul again, blocked up front.
In the net on the Cardinals. 15-1-5. They put maybe 5 or 6. Yep, Rihanna my Paul. Bad. Yep, Rihanna Paul. Yep, the guilty party there.
17-12. Cardinals on top. St. Henry with the serve. Schrader, slide route with Danmar. Not sure if she got a tip there at the net. Did not. And that is going to, I think, lead to a New Bremen timeout, and it does. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here. And here. And here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
17-13 on our first National Bank scoreboard here in our second set. St. Henry took the first one 30-28. They trail here in the second. With the serve, though, and a good one from Boimer. I believe she dropped in a couple aces in the first set. She gets another one there.
And 17-9 lead, a 5-0 run now for the St. Henry Redskins, who thought the Cardinals had all the momentum, but St. Henry's not backing down without a fight.
Here's pass by Danmar, popped up to Reinhardt far side, across the block, again deflected. That's happened numerous times on that right front. Strong shot by Niekamp, picked up and knocked across by Highcamp. Back on the St. Henry side, popped up to Gels, cross court, Powers with the dig. And a shot well deep from Highcamp. And again, another point for St. Henry.
New Bremen is getting a lot of good looks. The St. Henry defense has been scrappy, so scrappy that it's causing New Bremen the lull of averages just for them to get in air. They play scrappy long enough to force New Bremen in
They're not doing a very good job on that first pass, that's for sure. That is not helping them. Them being New Bremen. And then defense, St. Henry, you're right, is solid. Here's Gels again pushing across. Danmar pops this one up. It'll be free balled over by the libero. So again, a St. Henry attack coming. Oh, and that one is dumped, but saved. And both these teams out of sorts here a little bit. Gell's going to get a good set here. Powers with the dig. Popped up by Paul and dumped across. And that will be a big point New Bremen was trying to get there as they finally end the run on a random shot.
Schrader with the kill?
Schrader with the kill. 18-15, New Bremen on top. Schrader now back to serve for the Cardinals. Deep, picked up by Busher. And dumped over. Tipped there into Danmar. She can't handle it. Number 5, Ellie Folenkamp will get the kill.
Second kill of the match for the sophomore. Now they're getting other people mixed in other than Gels and Niekamp, and that's exactly what the Redskins needed to do.
And that's one of those tough shots where it's just odd. It tipped at the net and got up into Danmar. It's just tough to pull away from. Here is Highcamp on the far side, blocked. Good save by Amelia Danmar, but knocked back into the net by Highcamp.
And they scrambled and they go right back to Highcamp after they get a big block like that. Don't know if it's ideal to set her again like that. She probably didn't have the momentum and the best look at it.
So 18-17. Big run here for St. Henry. New Bremen trying to end the run. Blocked again at the net.
Crossed.
That one picked up by Whirling and will be free balled over by Busher. Danmar right up at the net. Good save. Pushed over by Olivia Danmar. And I think we had a St. Henry in the net.
Yeah. New Bremen got lucky. That should have been 4 hits. That ball never crossed initially there. They get away with one. Should be an 18-18 tie, but that's a momentum swing right there.
Paul with the serve. Whirling back set. And a big shot down the line there, number 5. Ellie Folenkamp gets it on the back corner.
Hey, but then you get a 50-50 call right there. So again, it's just those little swings that's going on in this game.
19-18. St. Henry with the serve. And a miscommunication there by New Bremen, lucky to get it across. St. Henry, though, doing a nice job running their offense. Good defense there by New Bremen. Back to Heitkamp on the far side, and she's able to pound that one home.
And the blockers had to kind of defend the middle. They were slow to get there, and Heitkamp made them pay. Her 10th kill of the night.
2018 New Bremen. Steeniger and Rindler back in the lineup for the Cardinals. Steeniger back to serve. Ontrop also up front for St. Henry, and there is another Steeniger ace. She has had a few timely ones here tonight. That a big one, giving New Bremen a 3-point lead at 21-18.
And you kind of got to come up and play that ball. Steiniger's ball likes to drop a little bit. You can't move back on it. You got to move forward and come to the ball.
Yeah, she doesn't overkill it, but it just takes a weird knuckle on you, and there did it again. And St. Henry lucky to get that one back over and play. Schrader, quick set. Rindler picked up nicely at the net by St. Henry. Nice save by Schrader. Popped up for Heitkamp. Full swing. Blocked at the net by Ontrop and Niekamp. Again, not sure if it would have even cleared. It was close, but good defense there to make sure it didn't.
I think it tipped the hand and the tape at the same time, so I'll give him a block there. But, yeah.
21-19. New Bremen on top. That brings Whirling, number 7, back to serve for St. Henry. Steeniger, nice pass. Back set to Heitkamp, goes cross court and down for the kill. I like that setup. New Bremen pulled her off the right front and kind of got her in a little bit towards the middle. Her being Olivia Heitkamp gave her a little more room to work, and she's able to deliver with the kill. 22-19, New Bremen.
And it's always about putting your players in position to succeed. Nice job by the Cardinals there.
And an overplay there by Megan Reinhardt gets the kill. So back-to-back points by New Bremen. Now the 23-19 lead. We're going to take a quick precision strip timeout break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
23-19 as we come down the final stretch here. Set number 2. St. Henry won the first one, 30-28 over New Bremen. The Cardinals on top here. Olivia Heitkamp back to serve. Good serve, and that'll drop for an ace. So a big one there from Heitkamp. Now gives New Bremen just 1 point away from tying this match up at 1 set apiece.
Oh, and they are leading St. Henry in the ace department by a lot here tonight.
Heitkamp. Gell's able to handle it, pop it over to Mia Niekamp, and that goes down the line for a kill.
Niekamp kind of been quiet this set a little bit.
I think she got stuck in that rotation, like you said. She wasn't on the floor, so yeah, you're right. Niekamp now back to serve. Her team trailing by 4 at 24-20. Good serve, picked up by Powers, popped up far side to Reinhardt. Reinhardt goes cross court, nice dig by Busher. She does a good job as the St. Henry libero. Schrader goes on 2, and that's how the second set will end. New Bremen takes it 25-20. So we're all tied up 1 set apiece. We will take a 3-minute break and be back with set number 3. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com. Just
getting set here for set number 3, and we've had 2 great ones here so far, Brandon. St. Henry winning the first one 30-28. New Bremen responding, take the second 25-20.
Great adjustment by the Cardinals that second set. They had a good lead there. New Bremen crept back, or St. Henry crept back within 3, but what a shot by Danmar.
You can't even draw that up.
No.
I'm not sure if that was just a lucky shot or she aimed for that, but the whole defense was like sucked into this side, and she just kind of one-handed back hooked that thing over the corner. Dropped it right in, Olivia Danmar.
And that's a St. Henry defense mistake, vacating that whole side as well.
St. Henry back on the attack. Good setup there, and a great defense by New Bremen to get it across and almost get the point. St. Henry responds as well. Both these defenses have been very scrappy tonight. Danmar, though, going again. Back-to-back kills, Olivia Danmar.
Like we said, after that first set, Diana Kramer was searching for someone who would give them a spark. And it has been Olivia Danmar, 3 kills. Haven't really even saw her play in the couple games I've done, and she has 2 kills quickly here in set 3. Her and her sister Amelia have been fantastic.
A good serve by Schrader, and there is Olivia Heitkamp right with Olivia Danmar for the termination block. So quick start for New Bremen as they're now up 3-0 on our first National Bank scoreboard here to start set 3. Schrader serve. Handled by Boimer, passed up right down the middle of the knee camp. Good save by Danmar. Heitkamp cross-court shot down. There's that little in again that I talked about. Like you said before, they're playing Heitkamp towards the outside of that right front, and they've adjusted. You can see it there. They're setting her just in a little bit so she can use the whole middle of the court. And a great shot there. New Bremen up 4-0.
But, as Schrader hits that ball in the net, you're right, and that's what good teams do. They see something happening, and they adjust right there. And Olivia Heitkamp has been fantastic this last set and a half after she kind of struggled that first set a little bit.
Did.
So
she's going to get everybody's best shot, that's for sure. Tip at the net there from the serve on St. Henry's side. Here's Heitkamp down the middle off the deflection for the kill.
Boy, and they're just putting her in so many separate locations. It's like if you watch football, Debo Samuel, you get a jet sweep, now you get a vertical pass down the field, putting them in different spots to be successful, making a very good St. Henry defense guess where she's at all times.
What do they call that? Ball movement in football, like they're just changing the look.
Changing the location, changing them up.
That one sails out of bounds from Rihanna Paul, 5-2 here early in set number 3. That'll bring number 7 Whirling back to serve for St. Henry. Done a nice job setting things up for St. Henry here tonight. Here's Heitkamp, popped over to Schneider, and here is Niekamp with another strong shot.
Niekamp with 9 kills now here on the night. 5-3 now our score. It's a great MAC volleyball. One thing you notice on St. Henry's coaching staff, they have Kenzie Brugham in there as an assistant, come over from Versailles. She was the head coach. Now she won 2 state championships there, now on Coach Trisha Rosenbeck's staff.
Nice pass up front by Danmar, gets it right to her sister, and a nice save by New Bremen, tipped back across. They're going to have an opportunity here. Popped over to Heitkamp, blocked though at the net again. That has been a good front with Ontrop and Niekamp.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I said. They set her right upside that pole. That is when St. Henry's been effective in getting that block up. Couple block assists for each Niekamp and Ontrop, 5 of them combined between the 2.
Back-to-back points for St. Henry. Now just a 5-4 lead for New Bremen. Powers popped up far side to Heitkamp. Tough angle. Gets it into the net.
Hit the pole, I should say.
You can see that one coming. There was not going to be a very good offensive set from the get-go. So all even now, 5 apiece. Whirling short serve, picked up by Danmar. Tracked down and popped over to Heitkamp, far side. Nice dig there by Whirling. Popped up to Gels in the back row. Far side, Megan Reinhardt. Across the D, picked up by Whirling. Busher. And blocked it, but out of bounds. So Niekamp powers through and gets the kill.
Niekamp now at 10 kills now. Gels still leading at 12. And Lydia Whirling in to serve here, the setter.
And Whirling has scored, I believe, 4 straight now. It was 5-2 when they started taking things over. And Bremen trying to end that run. That one's going to be close to the net. Nice save by Whirling. Powered across. Good save by Abby Powers. And Highcamp short dinks that one into the net. So a big run here, much like what happened in the second set by St. Henry. They were down 4-0 to start this third set and now lead 7-5.
Just a nice job. Again, Whirling not just a great setter, but plays good defense as well, keeping that ball alive.
And that is very close, just out of bounds.
That's a good call.
It's a tough one. I don't know how people leave that one go. It's like it is right there. But side out needed for New Bremen.
And exactly who you want for the Crimson and Gold in to serve.
Tonight's definitely been Steininger's got some good serving. A lot of nights, I should say, but definitely tonight. Gell's able to handle that one and get it over to Niekamp. Pushed over on two, I should say, by Schrader. And blocked at the net. Checking back in, Mary Rindler. Right there with Olivia Highcamp for the block.
And nice job by Rindler, her second block assist of the night. And now this is the rotation. That kind of scares you a little bit. St. Henry's got to respond. This is a very good front here by the Cardinals.
Steininger, there's that little drop serve she has. Boy, it doesn't look like anything crazy. The last second, it just breaks.
You have to come play that ball coming forward. You cannot play it back on your heels, or else it'll drop before you, and you're not even going to catch. You're not even going to touch the ball. You're going to whiff it completely. You're not even going to touch it.
And then she comes back with some hard stuff and no communication there. Back-to-back aces by Steininger, and New Bremen answers the run with a little run of their own and now lead 9-7.
But that's exactly what St. Henry did. They sat back on their heels. They played that ball not very well. They have to come up and be aggressive against the ball before it drops. There you go. That's a better play right there.
Busher pushes it up front, blocked. Mary Rindler and Olivia Highcamp. You know, they have the good front on the other side of Onchop and Niekamp, and on this side it's Rindler and Highcamp, and that's going to lead us to a precision strip. Timeout. New Bremen 10, St. Henry 7. We'll be back with more volleyball here in just a moment. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Set number 3 here from New Bremen High School. The Cardinals on top 10-7 behind Kira Steininger serving here for the Cardinals. Another good one there. Good track down by Whirling, and that one into the net. So the run started and continued by Kira Steininger up to a 4-point New Bremen lead. They were trailing 7-5 and now up 11-7. So a nice run here put together by New Bremen. And another good serve by Steininger. I think that's 3 aces in this rotation for her.
Yep, 6 total.
She has 6 aces tonight?
Yeah, that's what I have her down for.
Wow. New Bremen with a 12-7 lead. Each team winning a set here tonight, and I think her arm probably just got tired. I'm kidding.
I don't think there's an announcer's jinx when you say wow after she has 6 aces. She's been firing them off. You know, I don't think that's the announcer's jinx there. It doesn't count right there.
12-8. St. Henry now back to serve. This is Niekamp. Strong serve. Very close to the line. Out of bounds. So she'll check out of the rotation, as Brandon mentioned before. Niekamp goes to the bench. Here's Highcamp serving. That one picked up in the back row by Mangan. And that one didn't clear the net from Gels. So the run continues here for New Bremen. They're now up to a 6-point lead of 14-8 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
And this is that rotation where New Bremen got a lot of points out of last set.
You're right.
So St. Henry's got to get a big defensive stand there if they want to stay in this ball game.
And that isn't how you do it. Overplay to Megan Reinhardt. She delivers, and that is going to lead to a precision strip timeout. We'll take a quick break. Be back in just a moment. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen. And check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to New Bremen. The Cardinals on top 15-8. Put together a good run here in this third set. A good shot there as Schrader is able to knock that one down on 2 for New Bremen.
Yeah, wow.
As they continue up now by 8 here, 16-8 in set number 3. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Coverman. Each of these teams have won a set. We're in set number 3 here. That one pushed across by Gels, tracked down by Reinhardt and pushed across by Rindler. Back on St. Henry's side, looking to end this run. Gels from the back row gets a strong shot. Schrader dumps it across with the left hand. I think things rolling pretty good for New Bremen right now.
You just saw when that defense started up, I had a good feeling that Schrader was going to tip that over. She does the tip job better than most setters do. She hits it hard and doesn't float it over.
And that one into the net from Highcamp. So that'll end the run put together by New Bremen, but they're still up by 8, 17-9. Busher trying to get her Redskins back into this third set. Steeniger with the dig, far side to Reinhardt, off the block. They've done a nice job in the front row, St. Henry has tonight. Here's Gels, Powers with the dig. And there is Schrader going again on 2 as that one goes out of bounds. So if you haven't seen Melina Schrader, she was a freshman. She played half setter, half hitter. She has 7 kills on the night. This year she's pretty much full-time setter with an occasional, hey, I'm going to turn and swing. So it's worked out pretty good here tonight so far, 7 kills. Powers with the serve. Back set over to Schneider. Powers with the dig. Schrader dinks that one again. And that was just luckily mistimed or threw the timing off a little bit. And things rolling here for New Bremen in this third set. Now with a 10-point lead.
She's played really well this set too. I mean, like 4 kills for a setter so far in one set is amazing.
That one blasted into the net by Powers. 19-10 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Boimer, number 3, checks in for St. Henry. Freshman has a couple aces herself in this match. That one, though, floats out of bounds. Amelia Danmar and Olivia Danmar now check in for New Bremen. Amelia Danmar, good serve, picked up by Busher. Long run, nobody's getting to that one. And another Amelia Danmar ace.
And that's 5 for her now. That 8, we talked about how there wasn't many aces early. Now New Bremen is racking them up. Only 2 so far for St. Henry. That's a big difference that we haven't talked about. It's the ace game right now.
Yeah, and it's really been the Kira Steeniger and Amelia Danmar show as far as, I mean, there's been others, but those 2 I think have 11 between them.
15 aces compared to 2.
It's a big advantage. Here comes a long run, bumped across. New Bremen, another opportunity to get it to Danmar, blocked at the net. Back across, though, I think we had a St. Henry in the net. I thought it was New Bremen in the net. So New Bremen now up by 12 at 22-10. Need just 3 points to close out set number 3. And again, we talked about it before. Niekamp not on the court.
No.
This one free ball to cross. Powers going to pop it, set it up for Schrader. A nice save in the back row by Mangan and pushed across. Powers with the save. Schrader back sets to Heitkamp on the run. A dink and a good dig there by Busher. Back on the New Bremen side. Schrader again. She's getting pretty comfortable hitting from that setter spot, I think.
Yeah, and St. Henry's now got to decide, do I send a blocker to the net on a setter?
Right.
Because she has 5 kills this set. And 9 in total.
Amelia Danmar, another good serve, and it's another ace. And all of a sudden, the New Bremen serving coming to life. Just 1 point away from taking this third set and a 2-1 lead. Danmar back, short serve. Busher getting to it. Whirling, good set. Cross-court shot out of bounds, and that'll do it for set number 3. New Bremen takes it 25-10. We'll take a short break and be back with set number 4. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to New Bremen as we get ready for the 4th set. St. Henry took the first one, New Bremen took the next 2. And now we get started for the 4th set action here. Brandon's been some really good volleyball.
Yeah, and that set after the first 2 are kind of competitive was flat. 25-10, it was all New Bremen there. Great serving. Amelia Danmar, Melina Schrader played a heck of a game, especially hitting-wise. That's tough to say. And before we start the set, I want to just personally send out, we did a moment of silence before the game for Coach Brian Harlemer from Coldwater. Suddenly passed away yesterday. The head baseball coach of Coldwater unexpectedly passed away. I want to send our condolences out to the Coldwater and the Harlemer family. You know, I've coached baseball for years, played against Coach Harlemer, and sad to hear about his sudden passing. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Harlemer and Coldwater community.
Absolutely. That's, as a point scored, that's probably a great sentiment, first of all, Brandon, and that is definitely the reason we love living in these small towns, is the care for each other, and that's unfortunate for him. As he said, we send our condolences. So back to action here as Melina Schrader drops in an ace. We've heard that trend here tonight a few times, as it wasn't happening early.
Yeah.
And now the aces seem to be coming in chunks for New Bremen as they start this 4th set up 2-0.
That scrappy St. Henry defense we saw the first 2 sets have kind of squandered a bit and flipped the sides.
And I think the serving is a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
Early, like you said, New Bremen wasn't getting any aces because St. Henry was getting to every ball, and they were playing them back nicely, and Whirling had great sets because she was able to get in the system quickly. In the last 2 games, this game has changed dramatically from the serving. You know, what did you say? Steeniger has 5 or 6 aces.
Yeah.
Danmar has 5 or 6 aces. Schrader has a couple aces. They're spread out through a lot, but when you get 15 or 16 aces against this caliber team, this is what starts to happen. And the momentum right now, just 100% in New Bremen's favor, goes to a quick timeout as the Cardinals take a 5-0 lead here to start the 4th set. I'd like to remind everyone, NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity volleyball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. This match will be replayed twice, Monday, October 10th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, October 15th at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to also remind everyone that Brandon and I will name a player of the game at the conclusion of this match, and that player of the game sponsor is NKTelco. But we talked about the serving and what a difference it makes. It almost every coach we reach out to, right? We reach out to every coach before these games happen, and almost every single one of them on their chart of keys is serve, receive, or pass, or first pass. One of the two, which in essence is the same thing. Get that first good ball, get it up. St. Henry was doing that very good the first game and a half, and now all of a sudden the serving for New Bremen has changed that completely.
And it's just like when we do basketball, coaches always say minimize turnovers. It's just the little stuff. Sometimes people overcomplicate the game, especially with analytics nowadays. Just do the simple stuff. And New Bremen done a great job getting St. Henry out of system these past 2 sets.
There's a tip shot from Gels, tracked down by New Bremen and knocked across. And what's incredible is when that momentum goes back your way, shots that you thought about before, like Rihanna Paul just hit there, suddenly become wide open, and she puts a great shot down the middle for the kill. 6-0, New Bremen here to start set number 4 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Gels, great save by Schrader, and Heitkamp to pound it across. Picked up in the back row by Tiemann. Blocked from Gels by Heitkamp and Danmeyer.
Boy, 7-0 run after such a first set that they lost that was so momentum shifting, it seemed like.
Very emotional.
What a response. And this is a young team, too. They're playing like a veteran roster.
And there's a response from Gels as she hammers that kill home. Finally ends that start to this, the 4th set. New Bremen on top 7-1 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
And credit New Bremen for shutting down Chloe Gels lately. She had 8 kills in the first set, only 5 since then.
And you feel like Mia Niekamp missed an entire game. Now she's finally back in the front row.
And Gels was playing all around, so Tricia Rosenbeck mixing up her rotation trying to respond here. Maybe it's too little too late, who knows?
Heitkamp shot blocked in the front there by number 5, Fullenkamp, and also with her was the setter, Whirling. (7-2). Schrader, quick set to Danmeyer, blocked again. This time, Niekamp. Alongside her, I believe that is Fullenkamp. Seven to 3, 3 quick points by the Redskins, and a good serve and an ace from Boimer.
Boy, that's the freshman's 3rd ace, and you could tell she was going there. There's a large gap in that New Bremen defense. She takes a little off it and hits it right on the beak of the Cardinal logo.
So the Cardinals start with a 7-0 run. St. Henry has answered already with a 4-0 run, and it's not over just yet. St. Henry again back on the attack, Whirling. Niekamp, good dig by Powers. Pop this back up to Paul, cross court. Busher with the dig. Across on 2, Schrader. Powers pops it up to Heitkamp, cross court, and a good save by St. Henry. Schrader, another attack coming. Heitkamp, full swing through the double block and down for the kill. Olivia Heitkamp.
Like we said, that was the spot she kind of struggled to hit effectively. Now Olivia with 14 kills now on the night, leading all kill getters.
And maybe more importantly, ending that St. Henry momentum. Like they were really getting back into that. Still a 4-point lead here for New Bremen. That one picked up by Schrader, tracked down by Danmeyer, and free balled across. St. Henry, good opportunity here. Whirling, slide route with Fullenkamp, gets it to go.
You've got to find hitters other than, Gels and Niekamp. Lisa Snyder kind of been quiet too. She's only had 3 kills. They were all in set 1. Haven't really called her name either. Again, just trying to find people to step up for St. Henry.
Fullenkamp with the serve, and that's going to be tough to get too far up under the net. So a couple big points, and just like that, St. Henry only down by 2 at 8-6 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Like I said, Gels had been playing all around. Now Gels taking a break out of the rotation. A little interesting. She struggled a little bit with serve receive tonight, and maybe that's helping out St. Henry a bit, even though Gels is a fantastic player.
Niekamp pushes it across. Powers with the dig. Schrader, far side to Reinhardt, blocked to the net, saved back onto the St. Henry side. Pushed up there, great set by Whirling, and that's going to get a point. Oh my!
Yeah, that's outside the pool. Yep. She crossed over the center line.
Yeah, she did. You're right.
Yep. That's a kill for Niekamp, her 11th.
And that all goes back to the set that Whirling pulled off of that tough hit. That ball looked like it was going to be a lift for sure, and she put up a really good set.
I don't think we've had any lifts called tonight.
That's the way I like the volleyball. Let them play the game. You know, sometimes we get a little too technical. I know it's got to be within reason. And that is going to be a timeout, precision strip timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. We're even at 8-all here in our fourth set. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Set 4 action here from New Bremen, and it has been an emotional roller coaster here in this fourth set. New Bremen came out with a 7-0 lead. St. Henry answered with 4 quick points. New Bremen got a couple back and then a couple back the other way, and we are tied again, 8-all. Had that theme quite a few times here tonight.
It's a 7-0 run to start the set for New Bremen. Nice comeback by St. Henry.
And a good shot by the freshman Boimer in the back row. It's just been a lot of emotion both ways. A lot of big runs back and forth. And a big shot there. That'll bring Fullenkamp back to serve for St. Henry with a 1-point lead at 9-8. They trail 2 sets to 1, so they need this one to stay in the match. Far side, Reinhardt. She got a good setup there. And Megan Reinhardt able to even us up at 9.
Megan Reinhardt now with 9 kills on the night. She's tied with Melina Schrader for second on the team. It's been spread around really well.
And that rotation you talked about before, Brandon came back in. Here is Steiniger and Rindler up front.
Got to play the ball before it drops.
Steiniger's serving has been wicked here tonight. And there's a good way to try to stop it, but a good defensive play by New Bremen. Back on the St. Henry side. Quick set to Ontrop. Powers there for the dig. Going across is Schrader, and a ball kicked, which is legal. Don't know how, but it is. And a big point there from New Bremen. That is one of the rules I will never understand, how you can kick a ball and it counts, but I know it's in the rule book. And that one goes across for St. Henry.
I play a lot of
a 1-point lead.
I play a lot of pickup volleyball. You see that every now and then. But wow, you never see that in high school volleyball.
And a big point. It's a big play.
Yeah, that's momentum right there. 13 kills now for Niekamp.
Steiniger with the dig. Far side to Reinhardt. Pushes it deep. Picked up by Boimer. Far side over to Niekamp. Schrader with the dig. Steiniger pops it up for Highcamp. Into the net. The back-to-back points for St. Henry. And after trailing 7-0 here in this fourth set, they now have an 11-9 lead.
Boy, you can't ask for a much greater volleyball game. Middle of September. Tournament time is creeping up closer than we think.
That serve hitting the net from Whirling. Haven't had many serving errors into the net tonight. Been pretty good by both teams. That will end the run. Highcamp serve. Back set. And straight down from Schneider.
And I talked about Snyder a little bit ago, how she hadn't had a kill since the first set. That was a tight set at the net, and she did a nice job just sitting down on it. Now Chloe Gell is back in the game. Like I said, she took out a rotation, been playing all around. Now back in the front row here.
Niekamp back to serve. Steiniger with the dig. They set the back row to Highcamp, and she knocks that one deep and out of bounds.
You know, it's a weird thing to say. The Steiniger rotation has really decided about every match so far. I mean, really, that's where the runs have been. Yeah, every set so far, I should say. But really, it's been a big difference.
Short serve by Niekamp. We go back to Highcamp, 10-foot shot, and that'll drop. She gets a little deflection off the net.
Love that design there by New Bremen. You take Rindler, you fake the slide play, and then you play a little peekaboo action behind that 10-foot line with Highcamp, and you get the kill there. It opens up the middle of the defense.
Powers now back to serve, 13-11. New Bremen on top on our first National Bank scoreboard. Gell's strong shot, Steiniger with the dig. Schrader goes over on 2, and again, just enough deception there to sneak that one through for the kill.
10 kills now for a setter. Ain't too bad, especially when you're running a 5-1.
13-12, St. Henry on top. As I mentioned before, St. Henry needs this fourth set to stay in the match. A good serve by Powers will be deflected 8 rows into the seats. That'll go for an ace. And New Bremen, 3 straight points, and we're even now at 13 all. Powers again back to serve. Picked up by Mangin in the back row. Back set to Schneider. Cross court, well out of bounds. That shot not really quite in her wheelhouse. It was behind her, where you could tell before she likes it right up at the net. A tough angle there for Schneider. And New Bremen now with the 1-point lead at 14-13. Big stretch coming up here now for both teams. Strong serve from Powers. Busher passes it up to Gels. Good cross-court shot picked up by Steiniger. Back set to Rihanna Paul, cross-court and in. Nice location by Paul.
That was a close call. No one on St. Henry's side complained. The St. Henry fans had a good view of it.
Oh yeah, it was well in front. It didn't even hit the yellow line.
I didn't have a good view of it myself, so I was kind of wanting to base the fan reaction, but it seemed in. Good call by the line judge then.
That one sails out of bounds from Powers. 15-14. Like I said, big stretch coming here. This is where the road's going to hit the pavement here, however that expression goes, where one of these two teams is going to put it all together.
Try that slide play with Rindler.
And your nerves are going to start playing in this match here real quick, as everybody knows what happens when you get down to set 4.
This simulates tournament right here.
Yeah, it does.
How tough can your team be? How mentally tough you can be.
Schrader again, you saw that one coming. It was right up at the net. But she quickly, like you said, she doesn't just dink it over. She kind of throws it hard. And got that one to go.
And if you hit it soft, it's going to hang in the air longer. You're going to give it that 3-4 tenths of a second where teams can catch up to that ball. And there's too big of a gap there in the middle. 11 kills for Schrader.
Amelia Danmar serving. Busher picks it in the back row. Quick set down front. Nice dig by Amelia Danmar. Back set to Highcamp. That's going to be a left. I was going to say, you could see that one. You could see that one come across. The ball had some spin on it.
Yeah. And we said a little bit ago how there hadn't been one called all night. So the first one there. And these officials have done a great job here tonight. They knew they were going to have a good game tonight, and they've called a really good one. We give them crap when they do bad, but we don't give them credit when they do good.
That one goes all the way across. I'm not sure anybody hit it. I think St. Henry just missed.
Yeah, that's a kill for Abby Powers then.
Yeah, Schrader was right there with it, but I'm not sure she swung on it at all.
I think it's a kill then for Powers. I don't know.
Point goes to New Bremen. Schrader's serve just a little long, gives it right back, so we're even at 17. And a rotation of Boimer and Niekamp check back in for St. Henry.
And now this is rotation where they got a lot of points there earlier, got back in this game when they were down 7-0 to start.
Good serve by Boimer, picked up by Paul, far side to Highcamp, dumps it across the block. Good pickup by St. Henry. Schrader right down the middle, Danmar. Danmar gets the kill. Olivia Danmar.
Yeah, Olivia been a pleasant surprise. Hadn't had much playing time in the past games, 5 kills now, and you asked her to come in like a high-pressure situation. She's delivered tonight and done a nice job for the Crimson and Gold.
Paul now back to serve, picked up by Niekamp. A back set the far side to Follenkamp, and a great save by Amelia Danmar. Highcamp dumps it across. Good save by Whirling, going to take him a little bit out of the system. Busher, good save. And a cross-court shot, not the hardest hit ball by Mia Niekamp, but good enough for the kill.
Boy, and she saw that gap in the defense. She saw them. She floated it over. It was a nice shot, tucked it in that back corner, and we're tied at 18.
Follenkamp back to serve for St. Henry. And a good save there. Schrader, I didn't know if she was going to get to that. Does, and a good swing on a tough set there from Olivia Heitkamp. I thought she was going to dink that across.
Oh, I know. And Heitkamp, what a fantastic hitter. Just did a nice job there. And now here's your rotation. That's been the difference, I think, in every set so far.
19-18, New Bremen on top on our first National Bank scoreboard. Set number 4, Steiniger with the serve. Picked up here. And Niekamp almost getting the kill. Good save. And a double hit going to be called there against New Bremen, so all tied at 19.
We talk about no double hits. 2 of them called this set.
2 of them.
But no complaints from anyone on that.
19 all. Big set number 4. So Henry trailing 2 sets to 1. Gets an overpass there and a freebie for Mia Niekamp.
15 kills now for Niekamp. You see that overpass, your eyes light up. Sometimes people overplay it. Niekamp played it right on the money. Big point for the Redskins.
2019. This is Whirling back to serve. Picked up by Steiniger, close to the net again. Good setup to Rindler, blocked on the St. Henry side, back to New Bremen. Reinhardt cross court, picked up by Niekamp and dumped across. Good save by Steiniger. Popped up for Heitkamp, full swing through the block and the kill.
Now Heitkamp, again, not shocking. She's had a great game. 17 kills now.
And we're all even, 20 all. This is reminiscent of the first set, which went 30-28. Good serve there by Heitkamp. Niekamp blocked at the net, and that is going to be a New Bremen point. Right there, Rindler and Schrader. And now New Bremen retakes the lead at 21-20. Well, you said it before, Brandon. It's very tournament reminiscent. It has that same tension and pressure. Niekamp comes right back. Powers right there waiting on it. Back set to Heitkamp. Picked up in the back row by Bourne, but into the net though. Nice dig there by Whirling. Steiniger, Schrader far side to Reinhardt. Does not get across, or it's blocked.
I think it's blocked.
Yeah, blocked there by 12 Ontrop and 13 Schneider.
What a game.
21-21. Mia Niekamp back to serve for St. Henry. Steiniger mishandled a little bit. Free ball to cross. Good opportunity for St. Henry. Whirling right down the middle to Gels, I think that was. And Gels will get the kill. Gels just checking back in.
A nice little disguise there by St. Henry. Disguise the action right there. She comes right up and plays a little, like I said, a peekaboo right there. She pops up and gets the kill.
22-21. Niekamp again with the serve. Heitkamp. And that one trickles, but under the net.
Yep.
Great effort there by Reinhardt, but the body slid too far under the net. Point will go to St. Henry, and that will lead us to a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
23-21, St. Henry on top here in the fourth set. St. Henry trailing 2 sets to 1, trying to force a fifth set. I mentioned it off air to Brandon. I said this next serve will be big. It went into the net from, I believe that was Niekamp, it was. So she checks out, and now New Bremen trailing by 1 at 22-23. Giant point coming here.
Big point, yes, exactly.
Abby Powers serve, picked up by Mangin in the back row, pushed over to Gels, through the double block and down for the kill.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Gels is in that left front. You know that's probably where the ball is going to go, but Gels gets it through the double blockers anyway. She's a fantastic hitter. So 15 kills.
Set point now for St. Henry, 24-22. Trying to force a fifth set. Tough pass there, dug out nicely by Schrader. Cross court, picked up in the back row by Mangin. This one popped up to Gels, tossed across. Schrader goes on 2, picked up by Busher. Gels, and Gels, I believe, gets the tip and the kill, and that'll do it for set number 4. St. Henry takes it 25-22. We'll take a short break and be back with set number 5. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to New Bremen. I'm Greg Burning, my partner Brandon Coverman, as we get set for the 5th and final set here from New Bremen. It's been a dandy. This set only goes to 15, so momentum early here, big.
Oh, wow.
So a double hit called against St. Henry. Not been many of those tonight. There haven't been many at all, like we talked about earlier.
There's only 2, and they were both called last set against New Bremen. First one against St. Henry tonight, and it couldn't come at a more crucial time for the Cardinals to get the benefit of the doubt there. And a great start for the Crimson and Gold within a hitting air now.
We mentioned it last game, too, though. Their set, New Bremen got off to a great start, 7-0, but St. Henry able to climb back into it, and this start looking the same. As New Bremen now up 3-0.
Just mishandled there by Lauren Tiemann. It came back hit her face, and the third ace of, it came back and hit her, but an ace there.
Catching the tape is Schrader. Niekamp just dumps it across. Here comes Highcamp. Across the block, nice pickup on the New Bremen side. Popped up far side to Brianna Paul, and another good dig by St. Henry. And a miscommunication there will give a kill for Gels.
Great defense there by St. Henry, turning that into offense. A rare miscommunication on the Cardinals side results in Gels' 17th kill of the match.
3-1 on our first National Bank scoreboard. First to 15 after win by 2. Served by Boimer, picked up by Paul. Far side Highcamp. Cross-court shot, great save by Boimer, and free ball to cross. Powers pushes it up front to Schrader, goes on 2, tip to the back row, and smashed across the other way and down for the kill.
Wow.
Mia Niekamp.
What a way by Niekamp, getting her 16th kill of coming across her body and getting a good angle on that ball. Powers, it's just out of her reach right there, and she's a fantastic libero. But it was a beautiful ball, well struck by Mia.
So much like the last set, Cardinals get off to a good start. St. Henry trying to answer, and stopping the run with a strong shot there is Olivia Highcamp.
18 kills now for Olivia. Blockers just not big enough to defend Highcamp out that left front.
Brianna Paul back to serve. New Bremen up 4-2 on our first National Bank scoreboard here in the 5th set. Niekamp pushes it across. Schrader far side to Reinhardt, and Reinhardt powers it through for the kill.
Boy, Reinhardt kind of quietly has had 10 kills tonight, and she's done most of that damage out the left front.
Paul again back to serve. Good serve. Busher, nice dig. This one popped up to Niekamp from the back line. Schrader throws one up to save it, and it leads to a point. So what a turn of events.
Wow.
Schrader just kind of flails an arm out there to get a hand on it. Niekamp, licking her chops, hits that one too deep.
I think she's probably, clenching her fist. Should I have bumped that?
Paul continuing to serve at 6-2. Far side Follenkamp. Picked up by Schrader, bumped across by Highcamp. Passed up front, Follenkamp, and that was hit right down into Rihanna Paul's lap for the kill.
And that was a well-placed set, too, by Lydia Whirling. Put it pretty much on a tee there for number 5, Ellie Follenkamp, right there.
Follenkamp back to serve. Her Redskins trailing 6-3. Far side Highcamp, cross court, soft shot. Then she was worried about the antenna. Blocked at the net, popped out. Tracked down by Schrader, free ball across by Olivia Danmeyer. Back on the St. Henry side. Niekamp dumps it and gets the kill. Nice, smart play there by Mia Niekamp.
And she doesn't have as great vertical with that brace through that ACL tear a year ago. But, man, she saw that defense and just lightly tipped that over. Nice play by Mia.
Follenkamp serve knuckled into the net. Steeniger and Rindler check in on the New Bremen side.
Here's your rotation right here. It's going to tell the difference.
7-4, New Bremen on top, set number 5. Another good serve from Steeniger, blocked at the net, tipped across by Highcamp. Bumped up here to Niekamp and down for the kill. So nice adjustment there by St. Henry to quickly get that set up to Niekamp.
We talk about Gels, you talk about Niekamp, but Lydia Whirling
does a nice job setting.
She is
both setters, but you're right. They both get to a lot of balls, but she's
been elite.
Yep, for sure. She's back setting right now. Steeniger, Schrader back set to Highcamp, blocked at the net. Good save by Schrader, popped up by Steeniger and bumped across. Dig in the back row up front to Whirling, tipped across. Schrader there again. Far side, Reinhardt. Tipped around and
under the center line.
I was going to say, I thought we had to St. Henry close to the net. They were under. So Bremen will get the point on that and now lead 8-5. Olivia Highcamp back to serve. Mishandled there by Niekamp, tracked down by Busher, free ball across. New Bremen's going to have a good opportunity here. Schrader, quick set, slide route, Rindler blocked and into the body of Schrader. Good block there up front by St. Henry.
I like that call there by New Bremen. You haven't showed it much. You haven't shown the slide play. I don't blame you, but St. Henry was prepared and a nice job, a nice block.
Well, it took a little bit to get it set up. You know what I mean? That slide's usually a little quicker, and it was kind of a long route and didn't quite go the way it's planned. But regardless, point went to St. Henry. Well, that's definitely a lift.
She got away with one.
Yeah, she did. And there's Schrader going again with the dunk. And you're never going to get a shot on two, literally lifting your hand under the ball, which is what happened on that last serve. Regardless, we play on.
And Schrader got her 12th kill anyway, so ball don't lie, as they say.
9-6. New Bremen on top in our 5th and final set. And that one's going to sail out of bounds from Powers. And now St. Henry down by just 2 at 9-7. I feel like we've been within 1 or 2 points, all except for that one game. That middle game got away from St. Henry. And that's the play I love the best. Not because Schrader dinks it over, but because she's right-handed and she dinks it with her left across her body. So it looks like she's going to the middle and she shovel passes it to the left side.
No.
And nobody was there at all.
With her offhand, like
exactly. 10-7. Here is Danmeyer with the serve. Good dig by Busher. She's been busy back there tonight. That one doesn't look like it even cleared the net.
No.
They're calling out a block out of bounds.
I thought it did hit. I thought it did hit. It's St. Henry point. I think it deflected off blockers.
I didn't think it even cleared over the net. I don't know how.
I don't know. I thought it might have hit off a blocker.
This is that age-old thing about volleyball, right? It's a bang-bang play. blockers were up there, but it.
Boy, this is critical. I think at worst you replay this. It's a fifth set. You thought one thing, I thought another.
Right. It was, 10-7, so they marked it they marked it out of bounds. I didn't see what the officials called.
They called it a St. Henry point.
Well,
but the board's got.
I gotcha.
The board's got an agreement. They pointed. The down judge I saw pointed St. Henry's way. I thought it hit off the hand from my view up here in our crow's nest.
Nobody's going to be happy. And like I said, I thought just the opposite. Either way, it's a very bang quick play.
If there's that much controversy, I think you got to replay the point.
Yeah, I think
you've got to replay the point. And Trisha Rosenbeck has a right to be upset. She's wanting a timeout. She's got a right to be furious. You should at least replay that.
So Coach Rosenbeck going to take a timeout. At that point, I think, going to be given to New Bremen and keep it at 11-7. So we'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Speedway Lanes, NKTelco, Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank. Thanks to all those great sponsors. Like you said, Brandon, a controversial play at best. I think you had the best answer, which was replay it. But the up official said that he saw it, gave the point to New Bremen. It's 11-7 regardless.
If he's that confident in his call, then that's what you got to go with. But if you're St. Henry, you got to respond. It's over.
Danmeyer with the serve, picked up by Busher. And that one crosses the net and goes down for Snyder.
Yeah, it's the fifth kill now, but about that play before, now if that doesn't happen, now it's a 9-10 ball game. But guess what? That's in the past. You got to play forward.
It's 11-8 New Bremen, playing to 15. Serve picked up by Powers, far side over to Paul, blocked back on the New Bremen side. Schrader going on two. It comes back her way, tipped across by, it looked like number 6 or 3. Was it 3? Olivia Danmeyer. Big point there for New Bremen, puts it to a 4-point advantage at 12-8. Schrader serve, and that's knuckled out of bounds. Ace, big ace there from Schrader. And now New Bremen 2 points away from the match. That is going to lead to another St. Henry timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
(13-8) in favor of New Bremen here in this fifth and final set from New Bremen High School. It has been a dandy of a match as that one sails out of bounds. Point St. Henry. As we have went back and forth all night long. That will bring Boimer, who has been a good server here tonight for the Redskins, trailing 13-9. Picked up in the back row. Schrader far side to Highcamp, and a great save by St. Henry. Back on the New Bremen side. Far side again. Highcamp again. Blocked again by Whirling, and I think mainly by Whirling.
Yeah.
And right there beside her, Follenkamp.
what a game we've had here tonight. It's a battle. You know, Bremen's got 2 points to win, but it's far from over yet, Greg.
No doubt. Momentum has been huge here tonight. Serve back row picked up by Dan Meyer. Schrader, good job pulling it away from the net. Another block. St. Henry having blocks everywhere. Great save. Powers dinked across by Schrader. And now Niekamp getting a shot.
There was no tip there. That was far out. There was no tip there. Coach Rosenbeck has no argument there.
You can almost see the ball float away from her hand, but regardless, both officials had a good look at that point.
There was no tip there. It's because there's 1 point left to go.
Point New Bremen.
No tip
match
there.
Point here as we play on. 14-10. Blocked at the net, dug out. Oh, and they catch her on the dig, calling a 2-hit. I thought she pulled that cleanly, but point will go there for St. Henry. Maybe a favor given back. Who knows? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
14-11. St. Henry now trailing just by 3, but can't give up any as New Bremen at match point. Back set to Niekamp. Down the line and in. And that is how this match will end. And it was a great one. New Bremen winning the final set 15-11. So as Brandon takes a few moments here to compile our data, our stats for the night, we'll do a quick recap. Pardon me 1 second. Felt that fall season coming upon me. I had a sneeze there. Sorry about that. So quick recap of our games. First set went to St. Henry in an epic battle, 30-28. Second one goes to New Bremen, 25-20. Third one also to New Bremen, 25-10. St. Henry responds, gets the fourth one, 25-22. And New Bremen answers in the fifth and final set, 15-11. I'd like to remind everyone that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity volleyball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. This match will be replayed twice, Monday, October 10th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, October 15th at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Our keys of the game sponsor tonight, Keyhole Pizza. First National Bank Think First, our scoreboard sponsor. Emerson Climate Technologies, our starting lineup sponsor. And our New Bremen Live View sponsor, Speedway Lanes. Here with our post-game stats, Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Thank you, Greg. And taking a look first at the St. Henry Redskins, 50 kills in total for them. Only 3 aces on the night, all by Morgan Boehmer, the freshman. Boehmer, I should say. 10 blocks, a block assist as well for the team. Chloe Gale, 17 kills, 19 from Mia Niekamp, the lead all kill getters for St. Henry. 1 for Morgan Boehmer, a kill. 6 for Ellie Fullenkamp, 5 for Lizzie Snyder, and 2 for Maya Ontrop. Taking a look on the flip side for the Crimson and Gold, the victors tonight, they had 67 kills in total. Just a nice night for them all around. 19 from Olivia Heitkamp. Melina Schrader, the setter, came ready to play. She had 13 kills, a baker's dozen. 7 from Brianna Paul. There's 10 from Megan Reinhart. He had a kill from Abby Powers, snuck in there as well. 1 for Mary Rindler. 2 aces for Abby Powers. 4 aces for Melina Schrader. 6 aces for Amelia Danmeyer. 6 aces for Kira Steiniger. And 8 block assists as well. So just an overall great game. I said it at the first set, it was 6-6. I think we're in for a good one. And that ended up being a great 30-28 set won by St. Henry. It was a great 5-set match. You can't get much better than that. It was a tournament-like atmosphere tonight here in the Nest.
Yeah, no doubt. Lots of fun, lots of great MAC volleyball, which we've come to expect and appreciate here at NKTelco, and another fantastic match tonight. So that's going to make New Bremen's record on the season 12-1. The St. Henry Redskins will drop to 8-4. And before we close things out here tonight, we'd like to congratulate our player of the game. And that player of the game tonight, sponsored by NKTelco, is Melina Schrader.
And Schrader, again, 13 kills for a setter. Amazing game tonight from Melina. She played really well. A couple aces mixed in there. She just did a really nice job keeping St. Henry off balance. And she kept them on their toes all night with that dump-off ability. and she hits that ball hard, and she can rise above the net. We said she did play a hitter, but they moved to, just her primarily as a setter. But 13 kills for a setter, I don't think we're going to see that very often.
No.
Might not see it for another couple of years. That's not a long time.
Especially not at that competition level. So
no.
Again, congratulations to Melina Schrader, our NKTelco player of the game. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank my partner, Brandon Coverman. My name is Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.